Welcome to day 19 of the Index Card a Day Challenge. Today's going to be very simple. I pulled out a few scraps from my black, white, and text envelope, some of the bigger ones, and I pulled out my little green ribbon and this heart shape that's in the greens that we didn't use yesterday, the greens and blues. I'm going to glue these down, and then I'm going to put a little paint down and put these down, and I think I'll be done. Just going to be simple today. Let's get started. I'm going to put a little bit of gesso and some mint julep green paint kind of blended together on here. I'm going to dry this. I want to scrape a little bit of bronze by Artist Loft. And I forgot to say the mint julep is Americana and the gesso is Liquitex. So I'm going to take my palette knife and just get a little bit on there. Just want a little bit here and there. I want a little touch of my StazOn Timber Brown scraped across the card. This is permanent, so this one makes me a little nervous. If I was using my Distress ink, I could wipe it back easier. That's good enough. A lot of it won't even be seen. This is my Stabilo All pencil, and I just want to play with it on here a little bit, make some scribbly lines. Then I want to take a wet paintbrush, and I want to get it pretty wet. Okay, I'm going to let this dry. I'm going to glue this down. This is something I pulled off of an old journal page. It's a butterfly stencil I did inside of a heart that I drew with background stenciling, I think, and then I did some writing around it. And the butterfly is not positioned properly in the heart. It would be upside down, so I'm going to turn the heart so the butterfly is kind of this way. Could go like he's diving, but I'm going to leave it like this. And I'm going to put it down on my card about right there, I think. And I'm going to cover a bunch of this, but I can add more back in if I want it. So I'm going to glue it down. And then I'm going to go around the heart with I'm going to start off with my black Stabilo, but I might switch over to my white China marker. I'm going to dry it a second. This is the white China marker now, and the tape's on here to hold that little string out of the way. You need the string to be able to pull the paper off as you need it, but it gets in my way once it gets too long. If I cut it too short, I can't get a hold of it. All right, I want to put my ribbon on my card on the edge. I threaded it through a needle, and I've got my pokey tool, and I marked a few places on the back of the card where I want to put a hole. And they're not evenly spaced, they're just guesstimations. So I'm going to put a hole at each marking. And then I want to take my ribbon and I'm going to knot the end because I want it to not go through the card all the way. Then I'm going to start on the top of the card. I'm going to go down in the hole and pull my ribbon. Then let it stop right there, then come back up this hole, and down, and then up, and then down. Then I'm coming back to the hole that I just came out of, and I'm covering the areas that I missed. Okay, that's all I'm going to do. And then I'm going to knot the back. Then I have just enough left that I can pull it through the center of my heart where the crease or where the points meet. I'm gonna put 2 holes. Okay, I got 2 holes now. I'm gonna go down 1 hole and then up the other, making sure my ribbon doesn't come all the way through. And I'm just gonna tie a knot. This way, I've used up my ribbon, every inch of it, in fact. Okay, I think I want a word on here though. Maybe in here or down here. So I'm gonna look for a word, and if I can find one, we'll use it. If not, then we'll just leave it as it is. I pulled this out of my envelope. It's one of those pieces I pulled off of my journal page the other day. It's just the word encourage and a little definition that goes with it. So I'm gonna glue that down. I'm gonna glue it down right here. I don't wanna cover that, I like that. Okay, that makes me happier. And a little bit of pencil marking. And that might be all I'm gonna do. So, I leave you with this. I encourage you with hope, courage, or support, and stimulate your brain, hopefully to create. And I thank you for being here. I appreciate it, and I hope you have a great whatever it is, and I will see you again soon. Bye-bye.